choose, babe. Ooh, I'm live. What's up, y'all? This camera's actually not bad. Like, the other one is super HD, high stream, high quality. But this one isn't too bad either. You get that good 4 o'clock lighting, that Central Texas lighting. You feel me? You feel me? Let me put my hat on, y'all, but not like all the way on. This camera's actually not that bad, and it doesn't even have the little problems that the new one has. Well, the new one doesn't have problems. It's just, anyways. So what's up, y'all? It's my live. I got my little hat on like I'm a little French Danish girl. Anyways, what's up, you guys? We're doing a live question and answer. If you guys have any questions, I will put the Cash App link and the PayPal link. Well, not the Cash App link, but the Cash App handle in the description box. Well, in the chat box if you're in the live chat. This is the Cash App. And the PayPal link will be there as well. If you guys want to ask some questions, if not, we could just chill and hang out. Shit, I don't even mind. I don't mind. Hello, somebody. I don't mind, baby. We could just talk. So yeah, I'm putting that stuff in there now. Just so you guys know. I don't know what everybody's doing today. It seems like this is like the calm after the storm. Like, okay, after Christmas. I feel like I'm going to go ice skating tomorrow because I just want to go ice skating tomorrow. So I'm going to do some of that. I might just pull some messages here, like some general messages. Also, later on, I'm most likely going to be doing a live for Capital Steez. If you know, you know. 47 shit all day long. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to wait for people to come in the chat. But if people don't come in the chat, then we'll end the fucking whatever. Like, it don't matter to me, baby. I'm going to be chilling, doing my thing regardless. Okay. So, yeah. That's what's going on, y'all. But how is everybody's holiday? Let me know how you guys are doing. There's like one person watching right now. So I'm not going to even act like it's everybody up in here. Calling all people. This bell be bringing motherfuckers in. They be hearing it like, whew, there's a ringing in my ears. K-Love must be live. For those of you who do not have your post notification bell turned on. If you do have your post notification bell turned on, thank you for being ready, prepared. Y'all the kind that's like, get ready. No, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's y'all. Y'all listen to y'all grandmamas. Whoever got that post notification bell on, y'all listen to y'all grandmamas. Y'all get ready. I mean, y'all stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But anyways, it's your girl Killer K, aka K-Love in the villain. Hey, tell me how you feeling. Like I said, if you've already subscribed, that's beautiful. If you haven't, you should definitely subscribe to this channel because we be popping. Okay, don't let this break I took fool you now. I be on the roll. I be on that kryptonite. Straight up on that. I am the kryptonite. These niggas be like, ooh, Kayla put out a reading. Let me go watch this shit. Period. You see what I'm saying? You hear me? So yeah, I'm the kryptonite up in this motherfucker. But yeah, don't forget to do that. I'm just playing with my hair, y'all. I really like my curls. They be struggling sometimes, but we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. They don't struggle every day. But when they do, see, look at my hair. Look like I got electrocuted. That's why I'm like, should I take the hat off and just fluff her up? Look, we just talking about my hair right now because it look a little... The fro be struggling sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. The fro be struggling. It's a braid in the back. I was hoping y'all couldn't see it. That's why I put the damn hat on. I just don't want to take that braid out. That's my favorite braid. Just want to keep that braid in. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, enough about my hair. I'm going to just put it up, actually. See, this is the problem with natural hair. You don't be knowing what to do with this shit. Do I put it up? Do I braid it out? What do I do with it? So I'm going to just put it up. I'm just tuck it in. You know what I'm saying? Make a cute little tuck. You know what I'm saying? Tuck in the hairs. Okay, but I know y'all see them edges, though. I know y'all see them edges. They lit. I know y'all see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. Like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. How many niggas in the club won't go? I know you see. I know you see it. I know you see it. I know you see it because I'm the only motherfucking reader going live right now. So I know y'all motherfuckers see it. Okay? I know y'all see the live. I'm the only one. We gonna smoke. Somebody think about making an OnlyFans page. Okay, whoever think about making an OnlyFans page, I will just warn you that shit. People, I guess they can show you if people screenshot your OnlyFans now. But if you're thinking about making an OnlyFans page, I would suggest that you be careful. If you are, I'm getting like a younger woman. If you got brothers, cousins, uncles, aunties, whatever, just be aware of who's subscribing. Like, screen the motherfucker. You can get a reading from me. I'll tell you who it is that's stalking you. I get like an X. So if there's a young woman who wants to make an OnlyFans page, just be aware that you may have relatives that ironically subscribe to it. I'm not going to say too much on that. That's y'all business. Whatever y'all got going on in y'all family, I ain't here to judge. But then I also get that there's ex people, like exes that may try to subscribe. Obviously, they would, use a fake name and all that. I also get your employer, which employers are trying to see if people have OnlyFans. I don't know how the hell they're finding people's OnlyFans, but employers are trying to see that shit too. So there's that. It'd be so crazy because literally anytime I'm just doing a regular live, people be like, oh, can I ask a question? I'd be like, no, but I'll do a live. I'm gonna just make these like a part of the schedule. I was supposed to do that this year, but I'm thinking what I'll just end up doing is just every Wednesday I'll go live for a Q&A. You can ask questions. We'll do it like this, and y'all can do that. That way people don't gotta come on to other readings that I'm doing to ask questions. So if anybody has a question, let me know, because I can talk for days, and I entertain myself. I'd be laughing at my own jokes and everything. So I really am not offended if people don't ask questions or whatever, because I will have fun either way. I just want to let y'all know that. Okay? How is it that every time I go live, I end up forgetting to bring my bottle of water in here? Every time. I might run up and just go get it in a second here. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm feeling really good today. I hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you guys had a good holiday. I don't celebrate the holidays, so I just did my live and looked dolled up for y'all. Yes, this is what I really look like when I'm not wearing makeup, y'all. I'm a catfish. No, I'm just saying. I'm not a catfish. I'm a big fish. Period. Let me just pull some cards. We can make this a collective reading. I don't mind. I'm very flexible. If you couldn't tell already, I'm extremely flexible. Like, I just be doing my motherfucking thug thizzle and people be watching. That's pretty much how I feel it. Like, I'm just doing me and other people are watching. So this is my way of being open to the public by doing this type of stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I'm getting like some young girl, 20s, 22. I'm getting 22 and 24, possibly 25 is thinking about making an OnlyFans. Just be aware that your employer may be looking at it or looking it up to see if you have one before hiring you. I don't know why this is coming up. I guess this is a thing now that people are aware of. So people are going to be checking, Googling up to see if somebody got a fans page, or your employer could accidentally stumble upon your OnlyFans. It's just the irony of it all is really what it is. The irony is something else, okay? It's something else. So just be aware of that when you're doing your OnlyFans page. Let's get some messages. Ooh, okay. So we got some ancestors coming through because the Talking to Heaven deck is standing out to me. So for anybody that just feels called to watch this live, there's just going to be messages all up in this motherfucker. And if you have questions, you know what to do. Okay? You know what to do. You know what to do. All right. So let's see what the ancestors have to say. We're going to say the prayer. Any passed on loved ones. Thank you, guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, spirit guides for guiding us to the most important, accurate messages. On behalf of whoever is asking a question or needs a message at this time, thank you so much, Most High Creator, Source above all, for allowing me to interpret the messages as they're meant to be received. on behalf of the collective. I'm also getting here too. Ooh, this is like trippy. I don't even like to do this, but I just heard that some of these messages, if this is like, this could be directed at a specific person, and it could be somebody that has not passed on yet, but will pass on. So just be aware of that. I don't like to do it like that, but I mean, shit. This could be somebody that you know that's sick, an older person, or something like that. Somebody that maybe knows that they're on their way out. We got to accept it. I mean, I feel like this could also be for somebody that's lost a parent, a relative, a grandma, grandpa, cousin, whatever during the holidays. Or this person passed away around the holidays, Thanksgiving, I'm hearing, and Christmas. I'm also hearing New Year's. So yeah, all the holidays. This is for those souls. They got messages they want to say. They want to let y'all know something too. So thank you, Most High Creator Source above all, for allowing me to interpret the messages as they're meant to be received. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting and securing this connection from any lower vibrational energies or entities. I feel like also Archangel Michael has a message, and Archangel Michael's message is to love each other, stay safe, and that somebody is being protected from possibly there's some sort of divine intervention. I'm hearing Archangel Michael say, like, I'm very busy. Like, he don't get Christmas and Thanksgiving off because there is, whether we like to admit it or not, a lot of stuff happens around the holidays. Tragedy, people be doing weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Arguments, tension. So he's working all around the year, around the clock. Like, employers of the Most High, which is damn near all of us, but employers of the Most High, that supervisor employer of the Most High, yeah, they got a lot of job duties and they don't get Christmas and stuff off. They are able to enjoy and see. So like, I feel like Archangel Michael is helping to like make sure that families are not getting into arguments around this time or having unnecessary drama. Trying to keep the peace is what I heard. So peacekeeper, a peace police is what I heard. So Archangel Michael is the peace police right now, making sure that everybody's staying in peace. And if they're not, that they're being worked with in that regard. So what's the angel realm and the angelic heavenly realm have to say in general to the collective or anybody that needs to know some messages right now? I always give you a good night kiss. All right. So whoever this ancestor is or this person that may have passed away, they always give you a kiss. This could also be a significant other that passed away that you may be thinking about. Like, the holidays aren't the same without this person. They gave you a good night kiss last night. They stayed up and watched you. They talked to you. They were with you last night. All right. So last night could have been peaceful for you. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Okay, so this energy of whoever has passed on, this is a very specific message. I'm getting like a grandmother, a significant other, grandpa. I'm getting a lot of different people coming in, but I feel like this person misses the time that they didn't even have with you, or they wish that they would have like enjoyed the small moments where things were just seemingly, it's like those are the moments that counted. So I'm getting they talk about in their life review here. Again, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and type it in the live chat box. If you want to save your money because you didn't spend all the money on the Christmas presents, that's cool too. Did nobody tell you to spend all that damn money? That's for somebody. Somebody ancestor like, did nobody tell you to spend all that money? Them kids not even gonna play with them toys before a couple. I don't know what you didn't got them. You would have been better off giving somebody a gift card. So this is for somebody that bought a present specifically for someone. Somebody did not like the present, or they were not as thrilled about the present as you thought they would be. So just keep that in mind. So they were like saying like, you might as well should have gave them the password to your credit card and just let them do what they had to do, or give them a gift card. But anyways, I feel like this ancestor, this loved one, whoever this is. So I'm getting, a lot of significant others are coming through, possibly that have already passed on, or ones that are kind of like in that transformation stage. But this person is saying that their mind is free and they feel happy and healthy, so they're not worried. I know a place. Dun, 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 dun. Ain't nobody crying. Hey, ain't nobody. And that sound ain't cutting off. Okay, I know a place. Hey, hey, hey. Where my camera don't be acting weird. No, I'm just saying. But yeah, so somebody's just saying that their mind is free. They feel happy and healthy. I'm also getting a message here too for somebody very specific, and me included. So if you do YouTube channels, or if you're thinking about doing YouTube channels, I don't know why this is coming in, but they're just saying if you take a break from your YouTube, it takes longer, like you get lost in the sauce. So if you take a break from your YouTube, like you go away, or you don't make YouTube videos as often, even if you've had hits, It's about consistency with the algorithm. So if you come back, it has to build a new it has to build a new tolerance to your consistency in the algorithm. You have to work your way through the algorithm. So there may be like your views, your subscribes, all that may be a little like offbeat because you have to build your way into the algorithm. So that's for whoever is thinking about doing YouTube or has a YouTube channel. Any other messages? But yeah, I feel like everybody's feeling good. I feel like it's some good energy. I feel like there was a little bit of like a slight air of drama, a little bit, or a slight air of just really recognizing where you need to do your shadow work to be able to maintain healthy, happy relationships. I have a new understanding. All right. So I feel like this is for specifically, this is specifically for parents. Okay, they're playing. I really don't mess with this person, but they're saying it's the music, not the person. This is my song for real. So this is, I don't know why, this is my song. So I feel like that was the only part that they wanted me to say. So some of you guys could be being urged to play a certain song that a passed on loved one really liked or enjoyed. It'll make them happy, or to make them understand and know that you think about them too. You recognize that you have a communication with them and they have a communication with you. So you could be urged to play a certain song because an ancestor or significant other, somebody wants to hear that song. I'm getting like they want you to go back to it's almost like reenact. Okay, so they're like watching you, and I feel like they want you to reenact like certain memories in regards to like if you had one Christmas that was magical, one New Year's that was just amazing. They want you to do whatever it is that you did that time because they get the joy of watching you, because they would rather be with you and be physically there with you, but they get to at least have the joy of watching you. And I feel like you will see their spirit. So yeah, there's a lot of ancestors watching. So be aware of what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're thinking, how you're acting. Be aware of being in your ego state, because there's a lot of spirits and ancestors watching. Like they're just watching the humans right now. Everybody's just like, they're doing their celebration. Okay, so they have a celebration there too, but they're saying something like time-wise is different. It's not at this time of the year that we have physically, but it's like the time that they see us is the time that the actual I don't know. It's hard to describe, but they're saying after Christmas is really the celebration. After New Year's is really the celebration of this energy that we celebrate now. We're just a little bit early. We're a little bit early, or if you see it that way, we're a little bit late. If you can think about it in multiple ways. So yeah, any other messages from the heaven realms? Any other messages from the heaven realms? Okay, so we will be together again. And as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So I feel like this is specifically, I'm getting also for the parental figures that have ascended into heaven that you may be missing around this time. And they understand that it's not always cupcakes and rainbows, what they're saying about the life that they lived and how you all had interactions together. And they want you to acknowledge that. And come from a place of compassion for them and yourself. So I feel like there could be some of you guys who have passed on loved ones that there was certain tensions or things that you did not really get to talk to them about, or you had to like kind of hurry up. And I'm getting specifically for someone who had a terminally ill parent or somebody who was sick before they passed, and you could kind of see that's what it was going towards. It wasn't as unexpected. They're saying like, they wanted you to acknowledge that you had to kind of get it together and kind of get over whatever your quarrels were, because you knew that they were going to pass. So you didn't allow yourself to feel through the different various situations, the trauma, the whatever that y'all have lived through as a challenge. You didn't get to feel through it because you were just like, okay, well, they're about to pass, so I need to not hold a grudge, or, I know that they're going to leave here, so let me just hurry up and make sure that so it was kind of like they were saying it was superficial. You didn't really get to talk about the stuff that you want to, but you could have touched on it. But they have a new understanding. And I get for some of you, if you had parents who you had a rocky relationship with when they were living, they could have had mental health issues that you had no idea about, or they could have had something going on with their mental health. And so they're saying thank you for understanding, because I feel like some of y'all kind of already chalked it up to that. Like, oh yeah, this person definitely just has some mental health issues. Like, but because you were trying to just be on one accord and be at peace with them before they passed, you may not have like studied it in depth and dissected it. And they want you to do that. So, okay, this is deep, y'all. This is deep. So whoever this is, parents, whoever, they're actually they're doing their afterlife work, like their homework assignment. So you can say that living a life is like an assignment or a class or whatever. And if you don't finish certain things, you have homework after work. So some of them are doing afterlife work, and they want you to acknowledge whatever it is that could have happened while they were still here that maybe could have triggered you, because they're also working on it too. So if you just kind of bury it, they can only reach a certain level of work. They want to work with you on what they didn't get to work on while they were living. So, but it does say that they are all around you. They can be around you at several different places at once, and that you guys will be together again. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, I am learning over here. It's not just virgin pina coladas and playing Uno and dominoes up in heaven and seeing old friends. It's not just a good time. You're learning. We're always learning. We came here to learn. So best believe they got a time and a space where they be learning, they be studying, they be going through tests. It's the SATs, the CITs, the PPPs, okay, the California IDs. It's the I don't know. It's everything. They be doing work over there. So your participation is kind of appreciated. Like they get taught. So like, for example, as a soul, I don't know, they just want me to explain this to some people. They basically, as a soul, that, you know what I'm saying, they want to be able to learn and grow. And so they'll look at their life that they just lived. Let's say that there was somebody that has already passed. They look at their life and they evaluate it. Like the life review is one thing. If there's things that you didn't like or you felt like you need to elevate, they will use that life that you just lived as study material, as like a study guide. And they'll be able to kind of see certain things. They'll pose new lessons in the spiritual world. Some of these lessons involve the living. Some of them just involve people in the realms. And so sometimes they'll use like your past life. They'll use a life or a situation as an example of what you're learning now. And so they'll have new assignments that counteract, like I said, with people who are still living. So there's a lot that goes on. There's a total, complete reconstruction of reality, a new understanding, and a lot of healing that happens when you enter the heaven realms. Okay, that is just number one. You got to think that death process is a little bit tricky when it comes to accepting it, understanding it, remembering where you came from, remembering that you never even went, like remembering that Earth was never really your home. It was never even the goal. It was just a learning cycle, a chance to learn. So there's a lot that you have to shift all at once, it seems. I am standing right next to you. If only I had known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. So that's what I'm saying. They're standing right next to you. They can see what's going on. They're walking with you on the path. So some of them have stepped in to be guides for you because they're standing right next to you. So I'm getting that they're standing on the right side of you. Okay. They're understanding your life or seeing your life. Some of them have seen moments, intimate moments of your life. I'm also getting to that the Most High don't show everybody everything. So if there was something really, really private and intimate, even those souls don't have knowledge of that. If you've like made it an intention in your heart that this is intimate and you just want to hold space for this, even other guides and stuff, they can't see that. So you do get privacy in the realms as well. I'm hearing boundaries. There are boundaries and rules. It's not just a fun free for all. There is a rules and guide, like how this is how we do it in my house kind of energy. Okay. Any other messages? Any other messages? They wanted to talk so bad. I'm like, where y'all at now? Any other messages? Believe in yourself. You can do it. Now I have no pain. I have no earthly worries. I feel like, even they can pray for you in heaven. Life is a series of choices. Choose love is what they're saying. In all the things that you do, choose love. Believe in yourself, you can do it. Believe that you can. So I'm getting like any challenges or goals that you guys want to accomplish. Definitely believe in yourself because you are like right there. I feel like this is some motivation. Yeah, this is definitely like a leap of faith. Like somebody wants you to take a leap of faith in a new direction. It could be your mental mind state. It could be something that you want to do. I'm hearing for a lot of you, somebody wants to lose weight, or people are on a weight loss journey, or they want to become healthier. They're saying, believe in yourself, you can do it. Just take that leap of faith. They're saying, be consistent. They're also letting me know they have no earthly worries and they have no pain. So they're fine. Even if they do get to points where they miss you, they understand why everything's happening. And they really don't, it's like they want you all to know too that they're fine. So if somebody, I'm getting in a hospital or like a car accident or something very sudden, they want you to know that they're okay. Like, they're okay. Like, you might mentally only be able to conceptualize the pain and the trauma, but it was so much more than that. And usually they don't let people suffer when they're passing. Like, it depends on how you wrote it in your blueprint, in your life path, in your plan. But usually they take you up. Like, as soon as you start, you experience death, but you don't, it's like you don't suffer. So for people who have drowned or whatever, they realize that they're dying, they realize that they're running out of breath, they realize that they're not breathing, and then that's it. You just get taken up. It's not like you're in agony. It does, and it depends on like if you hold your breath or if you just gasp in the water. They're saying whatever you do, if you choose to go out, I don't know, this seems kind of dark and morbid, but it's just like facts of life. They're saying if you choose to go out by drowning, just hold your breath. Don't try to gasp for air. It's going to eventually kind of happen, but just hold your breath. And they're saying that panicking, gasping for air when you know your ass is underwater, that shit is horrible. Like, they're saying that, I'm getting some people are like raising their hands, like, I've gone through it firsthand. That's horrible. So I don't know. Does somebody have someone that was a surfer or somebody? I get this male. He's showing me a Caucasian male with brown or brunette hair, curly hair on a surfboard. This could have been somebody's idol growing up, or this could be somebody that a lot of people knew, or this could just be an individual in a certain person's family. This could be somebody in California I'm picking up on too, or Florida, but somebody could have, whoever surfed, somebody that surfed that passed away, they've experienced the gasping for air, energy, and it's not fun when you gasp for air and there's no air in the water. So yeah, greetings, Sea Star. How's it going? What's so beautiful? I have a passed on loved one whose name is Angela, and she's really beautiful. I felt her in this reading too. But yeah, they don't have any pain. You don't have to sit and worry about them. But they are saying like it's just about how you transition. So I don't know if somebody knows somebody. I'm getting some of you guys will know people that are about to transition and you are guiding them through it. I'm getting a lot of hospital work. So I don't know if somebody is a nurse here or they work in the medical industry. I say industry because that's damn near what it is. But anyways, they're saying that you or somebody's calling. Maybe it sounds really fucked up, but I'm getting this is just so like, I don't know why, but this is like the shadow side of all the good shit. Everybody thinks it's just, oh, happy this, happy that. No, you have to realize about the shadow side that yesterday people had parents that were not there for Christmas. They had family members, friends, people that didn't make it to see this day, yesterday, or whatever. And so that's the shadow side of it, that everybody wants to just act like it's a fine and dandy situation when there's people that are in pain or hurting. And so they want to bring up the shadow side of this for those who didn't get to have, just some understanding. Thank you, Angela. So yeah, they're just saying like it's all about how you go. Like if you panic, if you fret, then it's gonna feel that way in passing. But they're also saying that there's certain people who could watch this live or just catch some of this live who their true calling is to walk people through that transition and guide them. Like you're a guide for people who are transitioning, and you'll know that because you could have watched somebody pass away. Like you're also okay. So you could also be in that case. Some of you specifically are assigned to people who are leaving, but for those people in that energy of transition, you could also be assigned to both, or in some part of your life, you've done both. So you could have done birth work and you could have done like death work as far as helping people transition and accept their new reality, or telling them it's okay to go towards their new reality. So some of you guys have that. That's actually really awesome as a gift. I mean, it probably doesn't feel awesome for those of you who are doing the transitioning work, but it's just kind of like being, not saying that this is the same, equating it, but it's like being the cleanup woman or being a janitor at an elementary school. Even though it's kind of like, okay, this isn't the best thing I want to be doing, but it has a purpose and you do help. So you just have to accept where the Most High has put you in, because that's pretty much what your natural gifts and talents and abilities are. And you're not limited to just that, by the way. So that could be part of your work. And that may be very well you, Angela. You may be somebody that transitions people over, or you do birth work. So you birth new energies in. So you could be getting into being a midwife, a doula, a nurse, or working in the NICU, or, you know, the opposite of that, helping older people, working in an older people's home. Like you just genuinely like taking care of them. Or it could even be that you are with people on their deathbed. All right. Any other messages? This has just been a reading with the angel cards. I am here helping you. So you have a lot of assistance. I am. I am is the great I am. This is I am here helping you. I have become one of your guides. I'm over here learning. We are soulmates. I watch over you every day. I'm surrounded by beautiful, loving animals. Listen, I have become one of your guides. I'm over here learning. Literally just confirm what I was talking about. How there's people that have afterlife work. And sometimes when they step up to become a guide of yours or guardian angels, because they're doing a certain purpose or a certain mission or learning something that they have to learn by doing that. And you guys are soulmates. They watch over you. So when I'm telling you, be aware, they're watching over you. Sometimes in heaven it gets busy. And not to say that we're left unsupervised, but in a sense, sometimes, I mean, they can be any place at once, but sometimes they are doing a certain mission or doing something that requires all of their energy. So they're not as responsive. Like sometimes you might call in a guide or an angel. Well, not an angel really, because they're here to serve, but an angelic, divine angel of light. Because you gotta be specific about what kind of angels now. It's all kind of angels out there. But but yeah, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit too. But yeah, sometimes your guides or people that watch over you, your ancestors, sometimes they are busy doing other things. It gets busy. They're not just always sitting up there watching us. So yeah, I feel like that's like the kind of like the center of the reading is I am here helping you. I am is the Most High, the divine, is here helping us to have a new understanding of things, helping us to feel happy and healthy, helping us to believe in ourselves and things of that nature. So that's just a little message. If any of you guys have questions, let me know. It seems like everybody feels pretty content. I do feel like there's an energy of people just like, I don't know what it is. I feel like some people, like, you know how you have like episodes of like frantically watching tarot, like your life depends on it. Like it's the air you breathe and the water you drink. Yeah, some people have episodes of that where they're just like, I'm watching all type of tarot. And then some people just kind of like chill off of it. And I think that collectively we may be on a chill wave. However, I do feel like the New Year's energy, people are definitely wanting to see what their new year will bring them. So I feel like definitely if you are interested in booking a private reading with me, do not hesitate to check the description box below. It has my email, my Instagram, my Facebook, and you can message me on any one of those to do a reading. And I have some really cool and exciting services I'll be offering next year. And I'm going to definitely give myself some time and pace myself with offering the different services. I'm not just going to offer everything at once, but I have some new stuff coming up for those of you who are serious about doing your self-healing and your self-work. And this is like helping me too, to be able to do this as well. So yes. Y'all saw a sneak peek yesterday of the project that I'm working on. So that's coming. There's a lot of new stuff that's going to be changing with the channel. As you can see, the channel has changed this whole year. Like if you even have watched, you remember I started off with a white background and just did my thing. And if y'all really knew what the setup was, it was looking real ratchet at first. So I appreciate y'all for being here with me and, you know, working with me and seeing me progress and me seeing different subscribers come in and out, people who are like OGs in the game, all that. I really appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And there are some OGs in the game for sure. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, I kind of want to pull some other. So we got the Talking to Heaven deck. And I feel like that's why definitely I'm going to be doing that Capital C's reading later. So if you're interested in staying tuned for that or know somebody that's interested in that, I will be doing that reading. That reading's going to be jumping. I already know. Like, I'm going to take a break and then do that one. But that one's going to be jumping. So let's see. Let's check out the Beyond Lemuria deck and see what's coming up. Any other messages for the collective? I'm just like, yeah, I'm here to help. I'm here to give y'all the messages and to any additional support that you need. Here we go. Yeah, there's definitely a paradigm shift in regards to the core of creation, how things are being manifested and understanding. I feel like the shift is in the shift of understanding for us. It's not just like, oh, we're going through a shift. We're getting our superpowers. What's y'all superpowers? I want to know. Did you guys get your superpowers? I'm saying that sarcastically because if you had an enhancement or an upgrade, or you are set to have a DNA activation, you already had those superpowers, babe. So that's just for those of you. I'm hearing like, what's your superpowers? I feel like there's going to be a shift in the way we communicate and understand communication. So telepathy is going to be on the rise. People are going to be, but I'm getting like being actively aware of telepathic conversations. Like, you know how sometimes you'll just be thinking like, oh, I'm just thinking about this person, or like, oh, this person just been on my mind. No, you're actually having a conversation with them. They could be coming towards you to talk to you about like whatever pressing situation, relationship, or anything like that that is on your mind or on their mind. They're talking to you through it. It's like dreams and telepathy are going to be like hitting. Yeah, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that you'll be receiving. So some things could get overwhelming for you. So just be aware of like certain things that you used to be able to do could be a little more overwhelming with these upgrades of DNA. I feel like if you are drinking, if you're smoking, or if you're using psychedelics, if you're doing anything, it is going to feel very potent, or it's going to feel different than it did before because you're downloading a lot of energy and you're sensitive right now. Yeah, let's see. What's the messages? I'm just pouring out like an open cup. Yeah, I feel like life force energy, like the life force, there's like been a charge or a surge is what I'm hearing of life force energy. So our life force is going, so the frequency has elevated is what they're saying. The frequency has elevated, or there's they're giving me the energy of when you like tune a radio and you're in between stations. They're saying we're in between stations right now. So we've left one station. They're literally showing me the radio and the sounds that it makes, like when you're trying to like find the station. And they're saying avoid the static. I don't know. I heard Static Shock. Oh, you guys remember that TV show, Static Shock? I'm hearing that. But they're saying like avoid static, which translates to stagnancy to me. And they're saying that, yeah, the next channel is going to come in very crisp and clear for you all. We're just changing channels. We're changing frequencies. So we're elevating our frequency as a collective. And so, yeah, things are going to be more intense. Telepathy is going to be different. You may like literally hear or see a person when you're thinking about them. You may like things are going to start to amplify here. And that's just what's going on. And that's why our life force energy is amplifying. So because we're being able to handle more energy, more positive vibrations. So what's the other messages? Yeah, ether. Full spectrum. We're going to be able to feel the full spectrum of the ether. So I feel like we are becoming multidimensional beings, even though some of us already are multidimensional beings. I feel like we're able to, I'm getting like, you've accomplished level 2020. That's how I'm seeing it. Beyond the mind is the card at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you've accomplished level 2020. Congratulations. You completed module 2020. You're now moving on to module 2021. You get that achievement. You get that gold medal, like in a video game. You get that gold medal. You know what I'm saying? You've did whatever you need to do. We've all made it together. Whether we had different things we need to work on in those levels, the level didn't look the same for everybody, but we worked through it as a collective. I think it's more about us coming into this new frequency is us becoming a collective and understanding that we have to move. Like, for example, the multidimensional beings, they come as a unit. So it's not just an individual did something to you, it's the whole collective did something. Or when they talk about different races or different beings beyond this planet, but they're actually on this planet. They're on this planet and they come from beyond this planet. But basically, they move as a unit. they move as a collective. When they're doing a certain mission or they're doing something, they move together. They honor their individuality, but they're so connected by telepathy, sharing thoughts with each other, maybe having the same thought at the same time, that they are so connected. So there's no, I mean, they can feel if there's discourse, dis-ease in individuals. They know how to spot things out. They work as a body, as a unit, like how your legs, your arms, your head, all that works, your eyes, all that. They work like that. They work together. And so we're coming to a point where that's how we're going to need to work if we want to experience what it's like to be a part of a collective. Like there's certain, Star Trek where they had that huge ship and everybody was on it. That was their collective. Whatever they were doing for whatever reason, that was their collective. So that's what they want us to experience, these higher energies. That's what we're experiencing right now, is the full spectrum of the ether. Okay, so the seamless unspeakable. So it keeps happening. It's always going to happen. It's like an understood, what's understood doesn't need to be explained type energy. We're going to experience the full spectrum of it. And with this full spectrum card that I want you guys to see is the skulls at the bottom, how they're like seeds in the dirt and they're coming together to form a root. They're coming, like they're putting all their roots together to form that Merkaba, is what I'm seeing this as. This is the vehicle or the vessel to experience the full spectrum of the chakras. Like our chakras are experiencing an upgrade. We're experiencing the upgrade with how we feel our chakras, how they all activate together. So imagine all your chakras are fully activated. You're wide open. You're generating energy. You have your vessel, your vehicle that you can travel. You are the seamless unspeakable. You can go to another dimension and be okay. You can do this. You can do that. Whereas before, you might not have been able to go to another dimension and come back okay. Maybe people think you're crazy when you come back. Maybe you feel crazy when you're there. Like, really peep what I'm saying. It's like that. And we have beyond the mind. So we are going beyond the mind, beyond where we were told our mind can go. We are activating. I'm hearing like the movie Lucy. So that's a good movie to watch. Keep in mind that there could be some things in it that are not as accurate or don't honor the highest good of all accordingly. But there's good information there still if you have eyes that can see and ears that can hear. They're giving me Lucy, and they're also saying being able to access more of your brain, because they tell us we are only able to access 10%. So now we're coming into a point this year and going forward the next 10 years where collectively we are going to be able to literally use more of our brains. Like we're using, some people have even gotten up to like 30%. But usually we use about 5 to 10. It's what they tell us. We use about 5 to 10. And that's for the average Joe Matrix indulged person. Just somebody that is just not awakened. That's the sleeping person. I use about 5 to 10% of the brain. The awakened person can use 15, 20, 30. And I feel like it's accelerating like that. I feel like we're going to start accelerating with how much we use our brain. Now, okay, we're coming out of that paradigm of only using 5 to 10%. Now we're going to, because these other dimensions are more comprehensible. They're also talking about, like the 7th and 8th dimension. They're talking about the 11th dimension. Those things are more comprehensible when you have the basics, when you can experience yourself as a full vessel, all chakras activated, generating good energy in a flow and a currency on the right tune, Merkaba activated, ego deaths have happened, so you're able to navigate. That's like, wow. Imagine how much more you can experience. We're not able to experience certain things right now because we haven't activated more of our mind power. But if we were to activate more of our mind power, we could experience like a lot. And that's the goal of us even being here. That's the goal of the universe expressing itself. That's the goal right here. All right. What else? Yeah, beyond the mind with furry friends. So I'm getting, you guys are going to be able to telepathically communicate very clearly with your animals. Or there may be spirit guides that are coming in the form of animal totems that are clearly communicating with you. I'm getting like literally being able to go out in nature and communicate, or they're able to communicate with you, like tell you certain things. I get that if you have pets, they're telling you what they need. Like, I need a back massage. My back's been killing me, or like my knee, without you even having to see like signs of it. They're telling you like, yeah, my knee is this or that. And I'm also getting here too, some of you guys are healers for animals. I'm also getting here too, a lot of you guys could have been animals in your past life, different various animals. You could have been a winged animal, whatever the case may be. I feel like for some of you guys too, you can heal animals, or you're supposed to. So if you've always had like an urge to become a veterinarian, or you really love animals and you want to help them, that's because you're an animal healer. So you might work with animals not as a veterinarian. You might work with animals as just like literally an animal whisperer or animal healer. I'm getting some of you guys are psychics for animals. So you should offer readings for people if they need to know something about their pet. You can give them a reading on their pet and channel what the pet needs to say to them. So that's really awesome. So this is, okay, what else? What other gifts that people came through with? What other gifts? What other gifts? We have the infinite, we have freedom, and we have soul star chakra. So it feels like we are free to access infinite knowledge right here, but we do have to merge with the divine. We are merging with the divine, deeper levels of commitment. So I feel like if this was a relationship with the divine energy, we are going to a deeper level. Like we are becoming more grand with it. I heard grand wizard, but they said the word wizard may be considered low vibrational. Grandmaster. Okay, yeah, grandmaster. They said master of ceremony. Okay, so they're saying like now so they're kind of giving me energy of the channelers, the ones that channel through music or lyrics or poetry. They're saying that incoming energy is coming in with those creative abilities. And you may notice that other people are channeling certain things that you're channeling in songs, or you talk about certain topics that you've channeled for the collective. So that's your ability. It may be a reading, but not in the form of like how I do the readings. It may be like in a song. I'm hearing J. Cole. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm getting there specifically calling out J. Cole. Like you need to get back to the artistry. You need to get back to, I don't know. I haven't heard any, I don't know. I don't even be in the loop. He could have just released something. Who knows? But they're definitely calling him out. They're calling out certain people. They're saying Action Bronson needs to get back in the game. MF Doom needs to get back in the game. Like certain people, KRS-One needs to get back in the game. Like they are really wanting people to remember that you are like gatekeepers and divine channels. And so you might have been like relishing in the rewards of the beauty that comes with it, but it's like it's time to get back to work. It's time to, I'm getting like a big ass poetry slam. So I'm feeling like a versus battle, but not, I feel like these artists need to have a poetry slam. Ooh, baby. Look, let me start messaging them. I'm hearing like literally they need to have a giant poetry slam where they literally just get into a poetry circle and like not even a competition, but just, I mean, you could make a prize or make it something entertaining, whatever. But they're saying like they need to have a poetry slam where literally they just do their thing. I like this warm color, it looks like, this is more pretty. Anyways, but they're saying like y'all need to have a poetry slam or something where y'all literally kick off the flow of 2021 is what they just said. And Archangel Michael's coming through. And y'all know I tell y'all all the time about that dream I had of Archangel Michael where me and him was rapping. I spit a freestyle and he spit a freestyle in a little fountain realm, like a portal. It was just beautiful. So yeah, they're saying that. They're saying get connected. Because I feel like a lot of times for those who have certain genres, they channel some of the same things, just like readers. We be channeling the same shit. That's why you can go to a different reader and they'll be saying the same thing as the other one. It's not because that person watched that person. And no, it's because we are a collective consciousness. We pull from the collective consciousness or the collective subconscious sometimes. And so that's why we're able to channel the same things, because it's just information that is always available that we can choose to, we just express it differently. So what else is going on, collective? So them MCs, them B-boys, them DJs, them B-girls. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy too with these MCs as well, femmes. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't sit it up on a shelf and then come back. Nah, baby. And I'm talking to myself when I say that. Yeah, Realm Bridger with Internal Explorer. Ooh, this just gives me so much good energy. Like there's a whole world inside of you. There's a whole like realm that you can access in your external world, but you have to go inside. I love that. That feels very mystical and magical to me. Like you do have to do the self-work. So internal explorer, if you want to make it a safe place for your mind to and your consciousness to explore, you have to also see where you need to fix certain things internally and then bridge that realm. But what else is going on? I am just like in love with this energy right now. Water, overflow. Woo! Look at this. Ooh, just like, oh my God, look at this being. Like, can you feel the energy? I'm on a natural high right now. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Look at this natural being. Like, this is a real being. This card is so beautiful. Look at this being. Look at the glow. Like, this is so beautiful. This could be you. I feel like this is you. Like, having a hand in different realms, or that you do work in different realms. You do different things in different realms. Like, there's a parallel universe where I'm doing something completely different than what I do right now, or I'm doing both at the same time, or whatever the case may be. There's a reality, and I feel like these realities interweave. So they come back and forth. There's a realm where right now I'm teaching and educating children in a school somewhere, in a curriculum that we've never experienced. And there's a reality where I'm doing this. Like, it's just, and it interchanges. Like, everything is everything. I don't know. I'm really high right now. I feel God moving in this energy. I feel like this is really good right now. So anyways, other messages, please. Yeah, we have life force energy. So like I said, an upgrade of life force energy. There's a lot of life force energy in this reading right now. And I feel like, yeah, it's good energy. Higher heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. Ooh, just all these cards, like literally life force energy with higher heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. So experiencing your life force or the life force energy. Do you realize that we experience living in sometimes a very low vibration? That living can be so much more than, like, we experience it in a lower frequency because of kind of like where we are and, you know what I mean? Like what's going on in our life. Hold on, y'all. I think somebody wants to book a reading, so I don't want to like keep them waiting hella much. But yeah, sorry, y'all. But yeah. So, yeah, I feel like just experiencing life force in a higher vibration, like we really don't, there's so much more we can do as humans. There's a reality right now where we are coexisting with nature. Technology exists still. We have advanced technology that coexists with nature, that helps the planet. We are not taking over the planet. The planet is healthy and lush. The trees are beautiful and have grown thousands of feet in the air. Like literally, there's a reality where like all that's happening right now. So we just have to like merge. That's that realm bridger. We have to merge that reality with this one because it's already happening. It's already existing. Like literally, it's already existing. Yeah, and then we have radical expressions with balanced forces. So expressing yourself radically, authentically, extremely in a way that is beautiful, but also being balanced, having balanced forces, having the light and the dark, doing the shadow work. And also, like, that's what I'm saying. Some people think like, oh, it was just a holiday yesterday and we don't have to talk about death and all this stuff like that. It's like, no, let's bring up this shadow work. Let's bring up this stuff and allowing people to express themselves without getting caught in that, like, and making it about us and personalizing it to us. Because when you recognize that somebody's just expressing something, maybe they are expressing something energy that you may still keep with you as well. They're just expressing it to you or openly. It's just a moment and a chance to heal. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel. We have alignment with luminescence and home. Yeah, we're getting that energy of like heaven on earth. Like it is coming to that. And that's a process. It's not just a beautiful. There's a shadow side to that process of bringing heaven on earth, is where we have to recognize how there could be hell on earth, because really these are just states of being. So if you're in a state of being in a heaven realm, then you can see all the beauty in heaven and everything. But if you're not in a state of being in the heaven realm, you're in a state of being of a hell realm, then, you know, it's a battle of realities. And I've been saying this like this whole year. There's a battle of realities that we're having right now, where some people choose to exist in hell on earth, which they can, because that is a state of mind, it's not a place, or people exist to have heaven on earth. And so right now we're getting into where we want to have the collective to experience a harmonious situation where we can balance it out. So where we're not completely experiencing hell, but we can see where we can do better, but we're not just pure, you know what I'm saying? It's a battle of the realities. What group is going to be able to convert more people to experience a higher reality is what I'm getting. Any other information? Oh, we have endless opportunities and crystal keys. All right, so crystal keys to me with endless opportunities feels like crystalline DNA. It feels like crystalline children. I'm hearing chrysalis children. Like, you know how we have crystal children, then we have crystalline children. Now we have chrysalis children. Like they keep charging up. They keep changing, and like definitely with the crystal keys, they keep changing because the keys unlock the doors to endless opportunities. So I feel like this is the children that are coming onto this planet. They are crystal keys. Literally, the beings that are coming on this planet now, the energies, the children are crystallis keys. They are keys to our future that entails endless opportunities and a journey to wholeness. So we have to surrender and kind of let healing happen where it needs to with the violet flame. This is such a beautiful reading, you guys. I just can't even. Let's check it out with our the secret language of light death. This is so high vibrational right now. Like I could just feel it in my heart chakra, in my solar plexus, in my sacral, in my root, in my third eye, in my crown. I can feel my chakras opening, like literally. And I feel like we're coming to a point where we will be able to just, you don't got to do you know what I mean? All you can say, my throat chakra's a little off. My heart chakra, you'll be able to just know. You won't have to go through I wonder, or do it the hard way. They're saying make four the hard way. They don't want you to do that. Why is Aether here with full spectrum and beyond the mind? Grounding and focus is going to be really important for being able to experience the full spectrum of your capabilities as a multiple dimensional being, even though as a multidimensional being, they're saying trans-universe. I don't see, look, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's certain levels that you have to achieve as far as opening your mind to be able to understand certain dimensions. Because transverse, they're saying that's like 5D, 6D. Transverse is a universe that transfers, a parallel universe that transfers over into this universe. So all the thoughts is kind of like the astral projection plane. That's a 5D energy, because the 5D, it encompasses the 4D, which is duality. But the 5D is where you can instantly manifest things. You can instantly do it. So people have been able to be on the 5D energy. Those of you who can astral project or who have explored different levels of astral projecting, you guys are on the 5D energy. But the 6D energy is what brings in different elements, like from other universes. Let's say in another universe, I am the world famous hypnotist, and I can hypnotize anybody and help them, and I can, in the 5D, that 5D energy with that 6D, that trans universe, which they're saying just call it transverse for short. TV. Yo, this shit makes sense. They're like, add it up. TV. They call this shit television. That was their idea of trans universe. A lower vibration is TV, where you see different realities in a tube that's completely created. It's not real. TV's not real. You know that, right? Nothing in TV is real. That's why they tell you stop watching the television, because it's telling your psyche a lie. It's a created reality. But the people that are behind that put whatever they want in it. Whatever they want to put in it, they put in it. Versus this transverse, which is where they got the idea of TV, was a trance universe where things from other universes, me being a world famous hypnotist or me being like Nikola Tesla, if that's really happening in the parallel universe, I can reap the rewards and start getting the benefit of what I'm already doing in the other universe. That, like, this is like shit that you got to be 6D and up, 5D, 6D, all that to understand that shit. Because it's really potent like that. It really hit like that. You feel me? And not only just saying it, but experiencing it as a reality. Like, the transfers happens with past lives, future lives, parallel universes where you can pull energy. Like, let's say so really if you become unlimitless, because if you know that you've done something in the past or you've done something in the future that is maybe different than what you do now, it encompasses being able to do all things. So really being infinite, the infinite, literally being infinite. So yeah, what's the messages here? So stay focused along with all that high level stuff. You do have to ground into something. You have to stay grounded, especially because right now we're a human experiencing these things. If we were just pure energy, we wouldn't have to stay grounded to the earth or these bodies. We'd be grounded straight to source. So any other messages? We just got to stay focused. Don't get distracted and be sure to ground. Do your exercises, do your yoga. Really get connected. We're ascending together. Soul journey. What did I just say? We're ascending together. Soul's journey. Yeah, why is life first here with higher heart chakra? I feel like love is gonna feel different too. Like the energy of being in love with someone, that's increasing. So you feel love in a different way that you've never felt it before. Because to think that the way that we feel love is just the only way that we can feel love, like we don't even know what we haven't experienced. We don't know what we haven't experienced. We haven't experienced, well, what we don't remember. But the levels of love, like where you can just like look at somebody in their eyes and it feels like the feeling that you might get having, an exchange physically. You can have that in a second. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is dope. That shit is really dope, y'all. Being able to just have an exchange like that. So the way that you fall in love is even going to be different. So expansion, there is only light with meditation. Yeah, I feel like we are expanding into the reality that there's only light in our meditation, that we can reach higher levels of ascension. So if you've meditated recently, you're going to see, like, you can see different lights and you can see different energies in your meditations. You can access different realms and like you're actually there. I feel like it's just a level of like higher just expansion in our light. And I feel like this is going to happen through meditation for some, expansion through light. I'm going to go get some water because I feel like I'm still not done yet. I'm going to get some water and then we're going to close out this reading. And then in a little while, I'll do the reading for capital C's because I definitely felt that I need to do that reading. So I'll be right back, y'all. Just hang tight. Take it all in. And I'll be right back. I'm going to get my water. I be leaving my live sometimes. Y'all don't judge me. Okay, I'm back. Oh, okay. Would you like to hug a public toilet? That's funny, but no. Sorry. Water. Guys, please drink plenty of water. Seriously, it's going to be really important to drink your water around this time. Lots and lots of water. I'm even getting like being around water, like really taking the time to be around water, taking baths, like submerging in water completely, not just like showers, but like completely submerging yourself in the water is going to be really important. So yeah, speaking to your water, whispering to your water is going to be important, all that. Let's see. Why is Realm Bridger here with Internal Explorer? I feel like that's magical energy right there. Realm Bridger here with Internal Explorer. So all of your your fantasies, your mysticism, your imagination could come into your actual reality. Soul Song with Wellness. I feel like really this is about listening to the beat of your own drum. Being well within yourself. Why is Realm Bridger here, please? It's just like just allowing yourself to exist and be love. You know what I mean? I feel like once you have that level of understanding and compassion for others and for yourself, it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You can still exist and be love. Why is Realm Bridger here with Internal Explorer and water? Yeah, definitely get by water. Because that embodies that consciousness, that unity I'm talking about, where there's an individual drop of water, but together it comes as a collective. They want us to understand that that's a thing. We can do that. Yeah, we have color with inward revolution and insight here. So yeah, I feel like color to me, it didn't strike me as this at first. Things are going to start changing. Colors are going to be brighter and more vibrant here. But also I'm hearing like color lines, like there shouldn't be any. We're all just the human race. Well, most of us that are truly humans and not, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to call them out. But people who are truly of human descent and human origin in regards to positive energy, that there is an inward revolution where things are going to come about. I feel like inward revolution with insight is kind of like a lot of insights are going to come in, and it's going to change the way we see things. We're going to have very vibrant energy. So I do feel like, issues with race will definitely be dismantled. Or begin a process of being dismantled. Why is the infinite here with freedom and merging with the divine? Okay, I get a lot of people are going to be meeting their soul tribe. So we have soul family, we have ask your soul, and soul name. Damn, 3 cards with the soul in it. Like a lot of soul's journey came out. All type of energy about soul came out. So soul family, ask your soul for your soul name. So I feel like you're part of a tribe, whether you know it or not. You have a specific tribe. Ask for the tribe's name. We have nourish and soul writing. Damn, 4 cards that have soul in it. Like, I'm not joking. And y'all saw how they flipped out. Literally, the first 2 cards. Soul family 36 with ask your soul 16. So that breaks down to 9 and 7. Soul name is 1. Nourish is 23, which breaks down to 5. Yeah, and then soul writing. So I feel like really with this energy, I feel like it's giving me this energy of like our higher selves are like literally coming into us. Like we are fully merging with our higher selves. I guess that was the purpose that was going to happen either way. Maybe that's what makes this time different around as far as all the stuff that's going on. Because we all know that everything that's already been done has already been done. Everything that is, was, or will ever be has already been done. So that's the card in my deck, Ancient School of Thought. But yeah, everything has already been done. But for some reason, this time around, this energy, this shift feels very different. And I feel like it's probably different because our higher selves are literally merging with us in the human body. And I don't know if that's happened before or if that's it might have been attempted before, but I don't know if it's happened before. So I feel like our higher selves are literally merging. Like, you know how you'll be playing a video game? Your higher self is you playing the video game. But it's almost like we're going to go in the video game, our higher selves, but still be I don't know. It's like a full merge. Like we're going to see our higher selves from our higher selves perspective, and we're going to be in our higher selves perspective, even in our human selves perspective. It's really, like I said, we got to unlock certain levels of understanding with our brain energy, because it could be hard to understand what I just said. Now, let's check on this endless opportunities with crystal keys energy. That's the soul journey right there, man. This is part of our soul's journey as a collective consciousness. That's what makes a difference. Sensitivity, 15 breaking down to a 6 with this endless opportunity in crystal keys. So I feel like these chrysalis children are very, very sensitive, highly sensitive, and that we need to create spaces for them. They are going to be very intelligent and like ready for the world, but they are going to be really sensitive to sounds, environments, atmospheres. Like, okay, so basically you could think that your child is super bougie, but it's like, no. When they tell you like, oh, I just can't eat that, or like they might be picky eaters. So it's important to reform your lifestyle so that way you can accommodate them. Because whatever it is that they're picky about is really a gift. They need to nourish their gift in a proper environment. So I feel like for some of you guys, be aware that you need to create a certain environment for these chrysalis children who are coming in, because they are the key to our new opportunities, endless opportunities. They are the key to the door that opens our endless opportunities. So we need to make them as comfortable as they can be while still, challenging them in certain ways that help them to learn. But as far as environmental, being in a certain habitat, eating certain foods, we need to make sure that they are as comfortable as they can be, because these are the keys to our future, okay? And we ain't trying to mess up the future now, okay? Any other messages for these endless opportunities? What's the messages for this endless opportunities and the crystal keys? What's the messages for the endless opportunities and the crystal keys? So I also feel like even when I was asking that question, the cards weren't coming out. I feel like let's be aware of not trying to access too much information all at once, because it could go to waste. Like it's almost like when you pick a fruit too early, but you don't even eat it. So then it becomes ripe and it spoils. And it's like, damn, if you had just waited for it to be ready and then picked it, you would have eaten at that time. So be aware of trying to overpull information. I'm getting like that's sometimes what happens in the tarot community. And people stall out on, like, people be wanting to know who's going to be this and who's going to do that. And it's like, just enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Just live through the moments and do the work that you need to do. Don't try to like see who is looking at you or who's coming from the past or who's coming towards you, because it's like you pick the fruit too early. And then when it's time to actually eat the fruit, you don't even eat it. So you waste it. But enlightenment with focus. So yeah, that's just focusing on enlightenment. I feel like these endless opportunities is like being able to focus on enlightenment. And then as you can see with this enlightenment card, it has sacred geometry around the whole earth. The earth is shining, lighting up like a protection grid around the earth. Like we are going through the flower of life, literally in consciousness, in circulation, in the way that the planets rotate. We are doing a dance of the flower of life, and to focus on the important things. Yeah. Light beings with soul tribe. Yeah, soul tree actually. So it's telling us that we come from roots or places other than the earth, like our soul does. I just feel like there's a lot of good energy, and I feel like I'm going to save the rest of this energy for the reading that I was going to do, because I plan on doing a couple different readings here. I plan on doing one. Well, I plan on doing a divine masculine, divine feminine energy, so I don't want to get too like into those energies too soon, because I already have a reading set aside for them. But I definitely feel like I did touch on it with the way that we're going to experience love. How we love is going to be enhanced. How we receive love, how we give love, how we communicate loving thoughts. That's going to be enhanced and advanced. So I feel like divine masculine, divine feminine, there's some magic going on around that. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's check it out. We got another section, then we're gonna get out of here. And then I'm definitely coming back to do the capital C readings. If you're interested in that, let me know. Or just check it out when I post it. I'll let you know. I'll have your people call my people. There we go. Yes, nourishment. So let's see. Why is radical expression here with balanced forces? Why is radical expression here with balanced forces, please? Channeling. Color. We have ask your soul and wellness. So I feel like with balanced forces, it's just checking in on yourself to make sure that the thoughts, the places, the things that you're doing come from a good place. Channeling with color, I feel like that's like, the channeling with color is like seeing something beautiful, channeling beautifully, channeling in color, having a full spectrum of what you're channeling. Like I said, us as humans, we have in this state kind of not been able to experience things within a full spectrum. We've only been able to experience it somewhat in a limited spectrum, but that's because we've limited ourselves. And so we're coming out, or we've been limited and we're coming out of that. So the channelings that you will get will be really, really good, or it'll be very colorful. So be sure to check and make sure, ask your soul how to be well in that and how to create wellness in that. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I get from that. Mac Mason says, love your channel. Thank you so much. Do you love it enough to subscribe and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss when I go live? Because, man, when I do that divine feminine, divine masculine reading, ooh, we finna get up in it, baby. Y'all thought I wasn't coming for the couples or the divine matches, the twin flame soulmates. You can call it whatever. They're like, call it whatever you want. But we gonna do this shit. For real. So I will be calling people out. Virgo, man, I am a Libra. So I am a Libra with a Aries moon and a Sagittarius rising. Check out your natal chart placements. I think I also have Venus in Libra, and my Mercury is also in Libra. So I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra. I got a little bit of Pisces in there. I got some Capricorn. I think my Uranus is in Capricorn. So I can be a little stubborn. Look. Okay. Okay. So yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. This felt very good. Like I said, I'll be doing a reading for Capital Steez, Jamal. Shout outs to him. Long live Stilo. I've been getting his energy around me a lot. And so that might even be part of the divine masculine feminine reading, maybe some Steve's energy in it. But I'm going to do that probably next week, sometime next week. So you guys get a couple little readings coming out of me. So I'm like bridging my way back. If you guys want to book any private readings, definitely do not forget to check the description box below. It has my email, my Instagram, my Facebook, so you can literally hit me up. Let me know if you want to book, and we can get it popping. Again, I'll be accepting the readings starting January 1st. So that's the fresh start for me, January 1st. So if you want to book a reading with me, January 1st, everything is January 1st, y'all. Hold on one second. Also, you guys, I want to let you guys know that I am going to be offering new services. Some of them are going to be help to remove negative energy from your life, some steps that you can take spiritually, not just like whatever, but I'm going to be mixing the spiritual and like life coaching together. So like spiritual life coaching. I want y'all to be aware of that so that you know that that's something that you can come to me about if there's like, we're going to work through it. So it'll be a series of sessions with me, and we'll have an overall theme of it depending on, we'll do a consultation about what you feel you need to work on. It could be past traumas, past life traumas, childhood traumas, domestic, whatever it is that you are having an issue with. I just ask that everybody be honest about where they are in their journey so that we can help. Because you can't, if you're not being honest about where you are, then I can't really help you. I'm just going to help your ego. I'm going to help fix your ego, but then there's going to be deeper rooted things in there. So honestly, you know, I want to start offering those services even to like teens who are going through a lot. I want to start offering those services too as well. So if you have like teenagers that you don't know what's going on with them, or there's some thing to work through, like counseling, kind of. I've got a lot of stuff planned for next year. Like, I've literally written it down. I have a lot of stuff planned, guys. So this is about to get way more bigger than readings. I just want y'all to know that. It's going to get way bigger than readings out here. So yeah. Virgo, Sun, Pisces, Moon. Yep. I've definitely dealt with the Virgo, Sun, Pisces, Moon. That shit, ooh, it just take you somewhere. You be like, I feel like I had a story. If you watch my video of getting to know me, get to know K-Love, I think I told that story where there was a Virgo with the Pisces moon. We don't talk no more, but I would like to talk, but we don't talk no more. And that motherfucker had different cheat codes that I don't even think he knew he had, but he had some cheat codes. Maybe he did. Maybe I just didn't realize he knew he had it. But he has some cheat codes as far as spiritually being able to manipulate energy, not in a horrible way, but in a very interesting way, and like being very telepathic and intuitive. But that's why we got to get balanced, because sometimes when we have these gifts, if we're not balanced, we can project onto others and, you know what I mean? Kind of like miss a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So no blims or nothing. No blims. Shout out. But shout out to that person. I hope they're doing good in life. But anyways, I'm just talking. I'm just on here ranting, y'all. I'm finna do a whole nother live. I'm just gonna hit the joint real quick because I just gotta decompress. This was a lot. It was a lot for y'all to hear. So imagine how much it was for me to just say it all. You know what I mean? And then there's gonna be more when I do the capital C's reading. So I can't wait to do that reading. I'm gonna do that a little later on. Let me see what time it is right now. It's about 6 o'clock in Texas. Yeah, so yeah, and I think I'm like that, but it's hard to fall in love. I know I'm smoking too. That's funny. See that Pisces moon? They be like, come smoke with me on some interdimensional shit. And I'd be like, I'm just gonna like the month. I just feel like, yeah. I think love is just one of those things where you just have to be open to it, and it's all around you. Like, when I say be open to it being in a form that you didn't think it could come in. Be open to it being somewhere you didn't think it could come from, or from a person. I feel like with a lot of people, when it comes to trying to be able to accept, I don't think that people don't have love in their life. I think people just don't accept love. And I feel like it's because, oh, this person's to this or this person's to that, or I went through this when I was a child, or I've seen this growing up, or there's a cycle in my family that I need to break as far as how I love people or how I can love. It's all about eliminating the boundaries in regards to limitations. Now, there does need to be boundaries in regards to how somebody's going to treat you, how you're going to treat them, what you expect out of a relationship, and also understanding their love language and what works for them, what doesn't. But boundaries as far as like limitations, blockages, walls that we set up, that's what keeps the true love out. True love is all fucking around you. It's there. True love was being able to wake up and see a beautiful sun outside. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, in this reading, we're upgrading. Our level of love is upgrading. Our level of understanding of love is upgrading, because come on now, we're in these human forms right now. Do you know that love exists so abundantly, beautifully, endlessly, infinitely beyond how we think it does? We haven't, like, we experienced glimpses of it. Even just the sun coming up, having a beautiful day, being alive. That's a form of unconditional love that God has given us. You know what I mean? So just imagine if you remove or expel those, limitations, how much love you can feel. And I feel like we're coming into that 2021 in the next 10 years also is our expansion. I think there's going to be a lot of couples getting together, a lot of people being like, wow, like, this is what true love feels like. I thought it was only real in the movies. Like, Wow, I didn't look at it like that. Yeah. I feel like we just had to stay focused and grounded and focus on the mission, because it's so easy to get distracted here, where you could just, fall into, I said it's a battle of realities. So there's people who experience hell on earth, and there's people that can experience heaven on earth. But right now we want to make it so that the hell on earth that we do experience is just the shadow work of the human consciousness or the collective consciousness, not the overall reality of it. Like, we're actually doing our shadow work so it doesn't become a split paradigm where one people feel like this is hell on earth and the other people feel like it's heaven on earth, because we're going somewhere, you guys. We're not just here to just be living, smoking, drinking, eating. Nah, there's a purpose. There's an evolution in this. We're part of evolution right now. Like, that's why life can be so exciting when you see it like that. We're part of an evolution. Like how our ancestors were in an evolution that to where we could get where we are right now. We're in an evolution where we can get further. You know what I mean? So this is a really, really exciting time. So that's why it's like, let's just be open, because we're in an evolution of how we experience emotions, how we experience our gifts, our abilities, our insight, our like everything, our love. Like, it's beautiful. We're upgrading frequencies, y'all. We're going from the 4D. For some of us that were already in the 4D into the 5D. Some people are going from the 3D to the 4D, 5D to 6D. It's like we're all evolving, but we want to make it a common goal. We want to be able to have a common goal as a collective and not be fighting and riff-raffing and doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't brought the joint back. Don't you love it when you bring the joint back to life? Like, ooh, almost had me there. But yeah, so that's just what's going on over here. If you guys are interested, this Capital Steez reading is going to be this Capital Steez reading is going to be really dope. So I definitely encourage you to tune in. Even if you don't know who Capital Steez is, he is a rapper. He was part of Pro Era, or I feel like he started Pro Era damn near, but we just gonna keep it at he was a part of Pro Era just to, be neutral. And he inspired Pro Era. I definitely will say that. He was a big inspiration to Pro Era and that whole group, and he was a part of it also. And so he passed away, but the group out of Brooklyn, I believe they were out of Brooklyn. Yeah, they're out of Brooklyn. They got big. That includes Joey Badass, Nick Caution. It's bigger than just, it involves a lot of people, the Pro Era group. And they got big. And so, but he passed away before they got big. And he unfortunately, but fortunately in a way, took his own life. So there's a whole story about that. So that's really, really juicy. And I might just literally slide into the next reading with that energy. Like, literally, I'm just going to end this live and then start that one. So just stay tuned to the channel if you want to listen to the Capital Steez reading, because I was supposed to do it before I took my break and I didn't. And so his energy kept pulling me, like, not pulling me in a bad way, but reminding me, like, you still doing that reading, right? I'm like, yeah. So yeah, you guys, I'm just slide into that energy, take a little break, go use the bathroom, do this is like a full-time job for me, y'all. Okay. So do all that. Brooklyn house. Okay. And I'll be back with that live. What time is it? I try to keep good on my time, y'all, but sometimes I be fashionably late. Okay, I be fashionably late sometimes. So it's 6:03 my time. So at about 6:10, I'll be back. Definitely 6:10. All right. So if you're in Cali, that's 4:10. If you're in the whatever time zone, 5:10, 6:10, whatever. Yeah, that reading is deep. I'm gonna advertise that reading because I'm like, look, y'all, if y'all wanted to know a little something, here it is. Here we go. This is what we doing. So yeah. Also, I just want to let you guys know, it would mean a lot to me if you know any spiritual groups, or if you're in any spiritual groups on Facebook, preferably the higher vibrational ones, you know what I'm saying? But any spiritual groups or any groups or collectives where you feel comfortable talking about stuff like this, please share this video to those groups too. I would really appreciate it. You don't have to book a reading or donate to the channel at all. you can give back by just sharing the video. I really appreciate that. Or subscribing to the channel so that you do yourself a service and have this good energy that you can look forward to, have a little group. And I like that my energy is like, it's a smaller group because I get to know people individually and I get to like make acquaintances with people. And, you know, I don't like the whole like everybody here. And, you know, I feel like that has a time and place, but I really like these small intimate groups. So yeah, I'm not gonna ramble. I'm gonna get off and then I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.